Speaking at the Young Women's Leadership Symposium on International Women's Day on Friday, and I'm so excited to be a panelist and speaker at the symposium. It's all going to be about branding you, so I get to share with these young leaders of tomorrow how to develop their personal brand. But through the process, I've been asked to submit my bio, and I volunteered to do their program. So, I whipped something up on Adobe InDesign and presented something really gorgeous. But here's the thing that happened. I was in charge of receiving everyone's bios, all the speakers' bios, and there were long and drawn out and over a page long that tell me boring details about their life or tell me this sad story of what I used to do and how I became this great person, but with no personality. And that's when it led me to think, well, they really need a bio refresh or a complete bio redo. I submitted my bio and it's maybe about 5 or 6 sentences. Yeah, it's pretty simple. It's not long at all. It pretty much just says, hi, I'm Jay Franco, and I'm the owner of Franco Innovative and the co-founder of Cross Socially. And it tells you a little bit, maybe in short snippets, about Franco Innovative being a media marketing agency and Cross Socially being a place for women entrepreneurs to get the stock, the captions, and the action to put it in effect on social media. And then it goes on to say, she won, or not she won, but she got her master's in communication management from the #1 school of communication and journalism, which is University of Southern California. Go Trojans. I didn't put that in my bio though, but definitely for you, go Trojans. And it finishes off by saying, I teach you how to do personal branding by mastering your mindset, making your mark, and marketing it on social media. Super simple, super quick. And here's the thing, guys, that it's very important to get down and dirty to the point. So old school bios typically they're long and they're wordy. They're extremely wordy. They start up from childhood. Like when I was in high school, I decided to go to college and this and this and that. Well, unfortunately, you've got to cater your bios to your audience. So make sure that you are catering down to the specific audience that's going to be listening to you, right? Sometimes you list way too much. I did this and I did that and I'm volunteering here and I'm volunteering there, and then you list 10 places where you're volunteering. Next thing you know, your bio is this long now, right? And finally, you list all your education, your certifications, your this and this and that. And one of the bios that I read, I got really confused because she was a speaker and author and she did something for a company, but she wanted to make sure that she let you know that she's a realtor. So here's another problem. Make sure that also tailor what you're saying to your audience, because if you're speaking at a forum or a symposium where there's all these real estates and title agents and all that stuff, then that's okay. It's so relevant for you to include that information. But when you're talking about a leadership symposium or you're talking about something, who are you? Are you going to be, Jay the realtor or Jay the leadership coach? And I'm just saying those as examples because I'm neither, right? I'm a marketer. I teach you personal branding. So then that leads to the problem of confusing your message. And I'm the first one to start telling my clients that I personally coach on social media and personal branding. I'm the first one to be telling them, so what are you? You're telling me you're this, but you're also telling me you're that. So you're confusing me if I'm trying to hire you. And I make sure that I get down and to the detail of who you are and what kind of client that you're trying to attract when it comes to personal branding. Here are some questions that you need to nail down in your bio. Your bio needs to tell me who you are, what you do, and how will this benefit me. That's it. That's the 3 things that your bio needs to have. Who are you? what are you doing, or what do you do for a living? If you have a few accolades, throw it in, what are you doing for a living? And number 3 is, how will listening to you in this event benefit me? What am I gonna get from you? What is the benefit of me following you on social media? Going to go stalk you everywhere? What is the benefit of spending and investing my time sitting here at this symposium to listen to you and pay attention to you? Why should you deserve my attention? That is the biggest and the most important 3 questions that your bio should answer. And let me give you some tips on a new way to do your bio for speaking events. By all means, you can narrow this down to maybe like a 5-sentence, 1-minute elevator pitch that you can put in all of your social medias. You can put, you can share with other people when you introduce yourself to others, and you can, really use it to start creating a consistent message everywhere you go and in everything you do. It's part of personal branding. You've got to say the same thing over and over and over again until people start identifying with you and finding out, oh, that's the social media girl that knows how to do personal branding. That's the personal branding expert. That's how people need to see you. So when you walk into a room, they immediately say, that's Jane. She's the personal branding expert. She does social media. She has her own agency. So that's what you want to get at. That's why it's so important to nail down those 3 key things that, tell me who you are, what you do, share a bit of some accolades, maybe an education or 2, and tell me why I should follow you, right? Why I should give you my attention as your audience. So new ways of doing your bio include having 2 different bios, and even take your long bio. So start with a long bio. Start telling me and write in 3rd person what your name is, where did you go to school really quick. Don't tell me all the schools you went to. Tell me your most recent degree. So for me, I've gone to school like 1 million times. I have 1 million degrees. But I only mentioned that I have a Master in Communication Management from the University of Southern California. It's the #1 school for communication and journalism. So that's very important for me to convey, so people are like, oh, she went where? Yeah, I'm a Trojan. And I don't go into detail of saying that I have an MBA also, so I have 2 masters, and where I went, and how I got a bachelor's, and I have a concentration in marketing, and in high school I wanted to do this and this and that, and I decided that, I wanted to go to college. It's just too much information for a bio. A long form bio should still be concise and to the point, in a little bit more embellished words and something fancier. It's a little more professional. It's something that you turn in when you're going to be a keynote speaker, or when it's very specific to what you're doing. If you're a panelist, shorten that down, give them a short bio, short format bio. And, again, tell me exactly what you do. Tell me exactly if you've been I'm Forbes 40 under 40. I'm not. I'm just saying that if I was, I'd say, she's also, Forbes 40 under 40. And then I'll go into a little bit about what I do. I run a media and marketing agency in Houston, Texas. She's also co-founder of Cross Socially, where she helps women do da-da-da-da-da. And then I go right into why you should follow me. Follow me because I teach you personal branding by mastering your mindset, making your mark, and marketing it on social media. So there is the meat and potatoes of a long form bio where you put a little bit more information in there, you embellish things a little prettier, then condense that again and make that your short form bio. I'm a panelist in this symposium, so I'm going to give them my short bio. They don't need my entire work of art or whatever, because I'm not the keynote speaker. The focus is not on me. So keep it down to the point. Then, on social media, keep it down to 5 sentences at the most. There's 3 questions. So one sentence should suffice for every question, for every deliverable, and then maybe add an extra sentence or two to just go a little bit more into detail. So that is it, guys. That is all about creating a bio and what a modern bio in this day and age, in the digital age, looks like. What does your bio look like? Does it look like a freaking book that I have to keep going through pages? Let me also know in the comments below if this video is going to help you construct your bio correctly, and if you now feel like you're enlightened. Because I remember, every time I get asked to speak or I get asked to present or whatever it is, right? I get so nervous about creating a bio, and I realize a bio is pretty simple. I need to tell my audience why they need to come and visit me, come see me at the speaking engagement. So as long as you keep that in mind, I think that you guys are going to be excellent at creating your own bios. If you feel that you are still struggling with creating your own bio, guess what? Go right now to the description below and download your Creating Bio PDF that I've created for you. It goes into step-by-steps to pull the information out of you, write it into the different chunks, then gives you the ability to grab all the pieces and formulate it into your own biography. Last but not least, please don't tell me that you live on a farm with your husband and you have 3 fur babies and that you're living your best life now, and that you also have 5 children, Bobby, Susie, Juanito, Paulina, Maria, Jose. Because again, as I said, you don't know who you're talking to. So when you want to do your bio, the most important thing to take away right now is to remember, if someone is coming to see me, what is the most important thing that they will get from me? That's the only piece of value that should be on your biography. So stop putting there that, you went to this and you went to that, and I lived here and I lived there and I lived in China for 3 years. Because honestly, I don't care that you lived in China for 3 years if I still don't understand why I'm sitting here in front of you or why you were chosen to speak at this event. So I hope that this brings you a lot of insight into personal branding and how to create a biography for yourself, because it's so important to really start communicating your message all the time, consistently. Go down in the comments below, leave me a message if you feel that this has really empowered you and giving you control of creating that bio, and it no longer is scary, because it was scary to me. But that's why you're watching this video, so that you can figure out how to do your own bio. Alright, mi gente, como siempre, like and subscribe, y nos vemos la próxima semana.